Good morning, students. Today we will complete the miscellaneous exercise of the chapter 5. Example number 45 I take first, page number 188, and already I have told you that it's exercise 5.8. Now it is the out of syllabus, so we don't discuss it. In miscellaneous exercise, we have some examples, and 45th example is looking good. In this example, I am telling you question number 2. Question says y is equal to tan inverse of sin x upon 1 plus cos x. I remember this. I quote this question already. I have explained some in previous lecture. Especially I am telling you, this is inverse function. Under the differentiation, whenever you are having inverse function, you have to think about the substitution. In differentiation, whenever the inverse function with you, you have to think about the substitution. But if you think, if you see here the part, it is already sin x or cos x inside the bracket. So this time substitution will not possible because already sin and cos are given. But instead of that, if you supposed to have only the term of x, like 2x upon 1 plus x square or something like that, you have to substitute that time, the value, some value of x. This time you need not substitute any value. You just have to simplify that term so that you could get either tan or cot, so that both should cancel or both should simplify. So okay, I don't want to waste time. Sin x and 1 plus cos x, both are very famous term. Let me speak that you should know that sin 2x have a formula 2 sin x cos x, and 1 plus cos 2x have a formula 2 cos square x. These are two formulas, and if you think these two numerator and denominators, you will think that these are actually half angle of these two. This is sin x, it is sin 2x. So if you will make the half angle formula, you will get sin x equal to 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2, and 1 plus cos x is half angle of 1 plus cos 2x, which will be now 2 cos square x by 2. So by writing these two, I just want to go here. Instead of sin x, I am writing 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2 upon 1 plus cos x, meaning 2 cos square x by 2. And now y is equal to tan inverse, this 2 and 2 will cancel, cos and cos will cancel, sin x by 2 upon cos x by 2 will remaining there, and it will be tan x by 2. After that, tan and tan cancel or operates actually, and answer is x by 2. Now only the term remaining dy by dx, which means definitely 1 by 2, and that's an answer of the question. So this is an important question, so that I have explained here for you. Question number, example number 45, want to say its third one now. Y is equal to sin inverse 2 to the power x plus 1 upon 1 plus 4 to the power x. Now look at the question. In this question, it's very important, and I request you do this for your annual examination. So 2 to the power x plus 1 upon 1 plus 4 to the power x. It is again inverse coming. So when sin inverse or whatever the inverse function is coming, I already told you, you should think about the substitution. In this question, already we had a sin or cos inside the bracket, so we did not use a substitution method. We just simplified that, and we got tan, and then operation we got x by 2. This time we have to substitute the values. It's a very important question. Let me speak something that what should we do after this. This question already I have done. Second time I am doing. 2 to the power x plus 1 will be written 2 into 2 to the power x. You understand? 2 into 2 to the power x, whole meaning 2 to the power x plus 1, and denominator part I'll write 4 to the power x, which is actually 4 to the power x like that, which is meaning 2 to the power 2 to the power x, and meaning 2 to the power x to the power 2. So all are same actually. So intentionally I am writing that 4 to the power x as 2 to the power x to the power 2. Now think about the term, whatever you got, 2 into 2 to the power x upon 1 plus 2 to the power x square. And I taught you, while doing the substitution, think that it's looking like a one formula, which is a 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. Under the substitution, you remember, watch these videos again. I told you that we have to think with the two types. First, if your inside part does not have an under root sign and it is looking like a special formula, specific formula like 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. So by this formula we can get the trick, we can get the solution that here 2 into that 2 to the power x, 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta, these things particularly will give you some idea to think that you have to replace 2 to the power x as tan theta, because after putting tan theta it will become a formula. So that is depending on your knowledge, your perfect knowledge regarding the formulas. Then what will happen? Sine inverse, this is gonna be 2 tan theta, this is 2 tan theta upon 1 plus this is gonna be tan theta square, meaning tan square theta. So this will happen 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta, meaning sine 2 theta. You should remember the formula: sine 2 theta, tan 2 theta and cos 2 theta. So this is sine 2 theta, and definitely now it will be 2 theta. And lastly I would speak that theta is equal to what? Tan inverse 2 to the power x. This is happening. Now it's time to do differentiation. So 2 is a constant value, will come outside, d by dx of tan inverse 2 to the power x. What will happen? So chain rule, first tan inverse and 2 to the power x next. So tan inverse have a formula 1 upon 1 plus this square, x square. What is your x? 2 to the power x. So 2 to the power x square will happen here, and d by dx again of 2 to the power x will be there. What will, now I write 2 upon 1 plus 2 into 1, 2 upon 1 plus 2 to the power x to the power 2 can be written 4 to the power x, as usual in beginning we saw. And 2 to the power x have a differentiation. Student, you should remember, this is none else, it is a formula actually, a very important formula which actually comes very rare in the exercises. So it is 2 to d by dx a to the power x. It is a to the power x, and a to the power x have a formula same into log a. Same into log a. So this formula is same into log a meaning 2. A to the power x same into log a. 2 to the power x have a same into log 2. And ultimately I would write one step which I left on you. I just want to leave on you. 2 to the power 1 and 2 to the power x will combine 2 to the power x plus 1 upon same into same, and this is going to be your answer. So this is very important question, so that I have explained here. Now further, we have a question. Just want to take some more question from the exercise now. Look at, in exercise, miscellaneous exercise, I want to take a question number 6. And those questions I am telling you only which is actually important. This question is again important one. Look at, this is a question. We want to find dy by dx from here. So again, without wasting time, I would quickly go on my topic, that it is inverse. And I told you that while doing the differentiation, if you are having the inverse function, you first think about the substitution. But we'll see the inside part of the bracket, you will see that already sine x is given, which allows that don't do the substitution, because already sine x or cos x term is given inside the bracket. So we just need to simplify that term and try to get either the nearest of cot, meaning either tan or cot, so that both can cancel and get answer. So this time what coming in my mind, that we should rationalize the term, rationalize the denominator. You know the term 1 plus sine x 1 minus sine x 1 plus sin x, 1 minus sin x into, you know it, 1 plus sin x plus 1 plus sin x. You know it is a minus sign, so plus and plus I am choosing. And further, you know it, y is equal to cot inverse. What's going to be now? Both will be a plus b, a plus b, a plus b whole square. So I am doing directly a plus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab. A square, this will happen, b square, this will happen, and 2a and b, and whole upon, it is a minus b, a plus b, a square minus b square. Now what will happen? Cot inverse, that signs and cancel, 1 and 1 2, 2, 1 plus sin x, 1 minus sin x will be 1 minus sin square x. You just combine because both are in under root sign, so it's going to be 1 minus sin square x, and upon, when you open the bracket now, 1 and 1 cancel, sin and sin will be 2 sin x. So lastly, I would speak something that 2, 2 and 2 have a common and cancel. So 1 minus sin square x itself will be cos square x, and cos square x, when it will come out, it's a cos x upon sin x. And student, you remember that same kind of question today we did at very initial. At very first question, you remember that this kind of famous term came. Sin x that time was coming in the numerator side, and 1 plus cos x was coming in the denominator side, and both are very famous term. You should remember now that what I am going to do, that cot inverse 1 plus cos x is none else but it is 2 cos square x by 2. I request you student that 1 plus cos x is 2 cos square x by 2 and 1 minus cos x is 2 sin square x by 2. Please keep remember these formulas because it will come often. And that sin x is again half angle formula of sin 2x, which is meaning 2 sin x by 2 and cos x by 2. And nothing now special remaining here. You will do that, 2 and 2 cancel, cos and cos cancel, cos by sin will be cot x by 2. And again cot and cot will cancel itself x by 2. Don't do like that. It just actually operated in getting answer x by 2. And then dy by dx will be half because x have a differentiation 1. So this is very, beginning is very tough. But when you will simplify that, a question gonna be very easy, and then you have seen that what happened there. Okay, now let me move on some more question. Look at questions now. I am taking a question number 14th one, which is again important. As far as the exam is concerned, if 1 plus y, 1 plus x is equal to 0, to prove dy by dx is equal to minus 1 upon 1 plus x whole square. This is the question. So this is a miscellaneous exercise. Let me tell you one thing. This is a miscellaneous exercise. So all kind of questions, whatever the concepts we already have, we have already studied, that all can come here. All can come here. So you should think that it is a, what kind of function that is? This is implicit function. It is implicit function. X 1 plus y, y 1 plus x. Nothing is inverse function. It is not like a parametric function. So we just having a few kinds of types we studied. We studied implicit function, then later on we studied the logarithmic function, exponential function, then substitution in inverse we studied that. And this time it is nothing here, it is only simple implicit function is coming here. So okay, as an implicit function I will deal that what we are given, but for exam I tell you that this is one of the important questions, that's what I am telling you. X1 plus y, y1 plus x is equal to 0. And now we want to show dy by dx equal to this one. So this is containing very specific method, and I request to do by this method. You will feel so easy. So let me first simplify the term. I am not interested to do differentiation directly. First I want to make it easy as possible, and then later on I will do the differentiation. It is not any substitution. It is not having any inverse function here. not having any parametric function are x equal to in theta form and y equal to in theta form. You remember all the words. But I am doing, it's an implicit function and I am not doing differentiation directly, but I am simplifying that. Look at, first I do transfer of one term, I do transfer, then I squaring both sides. I'll square both sides. This is x squared 1 plus y, this is y squared 1 plus x. Now I'll multiply inside the bracket. Now I'll do something special, just transfer to y square here, and along with x square it is a y square x is equal to 0. I did transfer. Then x square minus y square is famous for you. It is x plus y and x minus y, very genuine. And then I will take out some more common xy common, it's x minus y remaining here. So definitely now I'll take out x minus y common from here. What remaining here? X plus y plus xy is equal to 0. After it, we have a two option. First option is x minus y is equal to 0, which gives y equal to x. And second option, x plus y plus xy is equal to 0. Before doing the further step, I want to say something. That this is a solution. You should know this is a solution. Y is equal to x. It is a solution. After solving this equation, we got a solution. And you just need to check. Actually, what I want to explain here, if you find out dy by dx, you will get answer 1. dy by dx equal to 1. But it is not the requirement. It is not the requirement. It means that whatever we got in the first option is wrong. So why it is wrong, we just have to explain that. So y equal to x is one of the solution of this equation. I request you, when this is a right solution, this should satisfy this equation. So in a rough section, I want to put y equal to x here and I want to see that whether it is 0 or not. When it is 0, meaning it is solution. When it is not 0, meaning it is not a solution. So put y equal to x here. So it is x, 1 plus x, 1 plus x, and fortunately, unfortunately, whatever you can say, this is not cancelling, this is not 0. It is something like that. It is not 0, meaning what we got the first option, which is completely wrong. It is not satisfying. It is not satisfying the given equation. It means that it is completely wrong. So definitely second will be correct. We need not check it, because if this also will not be satisfied, where the answer will be. So we need not check it. It is the correct answer. So second option I am taking now, and now from this I will get what answer? Dy by dx. So how I will find? I will take out y common from here, 1 plus x, and I will transfer x that side only, minus x. So y will be minus x upon 1 plus x. Now you can easily find dy by dx. Minus sign I am taking outside, dy by dx of x upon 1 plus x. Use a division formula. Denominator, differentiation of x is 1. Numerator, differentiation of denominator is 1 upon 1 plus x squared. I use a division law. This x and x cancelling. Answer is minus 1 upon 1 plus x whole square. This is the answer which you wanted. So this is very famous and a very simple term also. Do this question. And some important I am only telling you, not doing all the question. Look at one more question I am interested to tell you. Question number 16th. So those I am telling you already had come lots of time in exams. So I request you, student, you also do the practice of same. Question number I am telling you, 16th one. Again very important. Look at. Cos y is equal to x cos a plus y. It's given to prove dy by dx is equal to cos square a plus y upon sin a. This is a question. And we start with solution that it is given. So I am taking it is given cos y equal to x cos a plus y. This is again an implicit function where y and x are mixing actually. We want to show dy by dx is equal to this one. So I now definitely lots of thought can come that what should I do. You can also find directly d by dx of both sides and get answer. It is also a method, but I will tell you some simple method, but just have to keep remember. Just make it 2 or 3 times so that it will fall in your practice. You do what? First you transfer cos a plus y in the denominator side. Now question is coming that why I did so. When you will differentiate that now, you will use the division law. So division law says denominator differential numerator minus numerator differential denominator upon square of this. So what will come? Cos square a plus y, which is actually an answer, cos square a plus y. And this is right term, is right side is simple x, which is very easy. The differentiation of x is 1. So it's gonna be easy. So you just have to keep remember that you have to transfer them. Instead of that cos may be sign there. Instead of that cos may be sign there. So you know that this kind of little fluctuations may be in a question, but the matter is very same. This one. First I did transfer and do again I now differentiate with respect to x. I want to prove this particular. So okay, when I will do the differentiation, it is a cos y upon cos a plus y is equal to d by dx of x. Now do by division formula, denominator d by dx of a numerator minus numerator d by dx of a denominator, and upon side it is cos square a plus y is equal to d by dx of x is 1. Now you do transfer cross multiply to cos square a plus y, that side only it gonna be cos square a plus y here, and this side is cos a plus y d by dx of cos y, function of function, function of function. This is gonna be minus sin y and dy by dx minus cos y and then cos a plus y, again function of function, cos will happening minus sin a plus y and a plus y, again differentiation is dy by dx because a have a differentiation 0 and equal to what coming? It is cos square a plus y is coming there. Now take out dy by dx common. So first I want to write that term only, sin a plus y cos y minus cos a plus y, this is cos a plus y sin y is equal to same. What famous is coming here term? Sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. This whole will be sin a minus b. Remember that using the formula sin a minus b, which is sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. So you are going to write sin a minus b, a meaning a plus y, b meaning y, is equal to cos square a plus y. Lastly y and y will cancel and only remaining sin a. Now what you are going to do? Cos square a plus y upon sin a here. Transfer, and that is the answer. So it's very particular method. Do by this method you can get answer easily. So this is a question which I wanted to explain. Last and 23rd question today only I want to do here. Look at the question also. The question is 23rd, y is equal to e to the power a cos inverse x, and to show 1 minus x squared y2 minus x y1 minus a squared y is equal to 0. So this kind of question, 3 questions already have told this of this kind, y2, and this is very familiar now since last 2 or 3 days I was doing this kind of derivative, second order derivative. Again same working I'll face here. Y is equal to e to the power a cos inverse x is a question. So I'll do first differentiate with respect to x. This is gonna be y1 d by dx of e to the power a cos inverse x, and you remember that it is e. So e have a same differentiation, you remember, and again differentiation will be a into cos inverse x. So a cos inverse x right here, it's a constant value, and cos inverse have a differentiation minus 1 upon 1 minus x square. So what I'm going to do, I will transfer this here, y1 into 1 minus x square equal to minus a into this is the same term, which is y. So instead of that, I'm writing y. Now I do again the thing, y1 into 1 minus x square equal to this one we have got. In answer, you will see that 1 minus x square is coming without under root sign. So I will make square both side. I'll make square both side. So after squaring, this is gonna be y1 square. This is 1 minus x square is equal to, this is minus, have a plus definitely on squaring, and this is a square into y square. Now student again differentiate with respect to x. This is d by dx of y1 square 1 minus x square, and this is d by dx of a square y square. Now do it, it's a multiplication sign, first function, differentiation of second function, differentiation of first function. It is a square is constant coming outside, and it is d by dx of y square. Now its only formal thing is remaining now. 1 minus x square have a differentiation minus 2x, y square have a differentiation 2y1 y2, and y square have a differentiation 2y into y1. Now you know that what I am going to do, divide by 2y1. Why? Because I want a square y, and a square y only I can get on dividing 2y1. So on dividing 2y1, it is happening to, first I want to write that term only, 1 minus x square, 2y1 will eliminate, y2 will remaining, minus sign, 2y1 gone, y1x, and it is 2y1 will gone, a square y is coming, and nothing far, we already have got answer. After transferring that only this side, this is going to be the answer. So this is the last question of the miscellaneous exercise. For a few more questions we might get, question number 17. But okay, you can get it. I know that you, if you try, you will get it. Or important one I already have explained. From the next lecture, I'll start the 6th chapter, application of derivative. So okay, we'll see. Now you do your practice. Thank you.